South Florida. So let's start again. We go down here at 12 o'clock, man. Number 24, South Florida Bulls versus Navy Midshipmen going down to Indianapolis to see what's up with that triple option out of Navy. And I watched that game last week against Navy and Notre Dame, man. And I saw something. Now, I don't know if Horvath was be playing in this game. I think it might be Braxton Woodson that might get the start. I haven't heard or seen anything. Obviously, Horvath is their star quarterback. I mean, you can just see the numbers. He is the offense, kind of similar to Byron Brown on the other side. He is the offense. It's interesting because now you got these two dual threat quarterbacks playing each other, but obviously on Navy side they run that triple option that kind of gets hard to kind of stop. Right, they average in almost 300 yards of rushing per game, but South Florida is up there. I think they're 16th in passing, if I'm not mistaken. Averaging. Let me double check my numbers though. No, they're not that high, actually. They're averaging about 258, so they're about 48th, I think. But total offense, I think they're top 20. Is what I guess I think I meant to say. I meant to correct myself. Yeah, where are they? Yeah, they are. I'm sorry, not top 20. They're top 10, averaging almost 485 yards per game, right behind the Indiana Hoosiers and right above that Razorbacks. So a lot of offense, right, is where I'm getting at, right? A lot of offense, a lot of scoring, a lot of teams being able to move the ball. Don't see any weather issues here with this one, so I expect a lot of scoring in this game, and that's where I'm heading. Should be a beautiful day, football weather, right? About 50 degrees, 12 o'clock kickoff. Um, and I expect a lot of scoring in this game. So that's why that line is so high of the total output for both teams over the 65 and a half. And I like that. I think I'm sticking with that one. So I would be looking at that. It looked like it jumped up a point. I've seen it at 64, maybe 63. If you want to do a total contribution to change that number, and you need two teams to do that with, then go ahead. I would take a look at that as well. Bring that thing down to get that over. But I think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game. Changes a little bit. Maybe if Horvath is playing, where you might kind of say scoring might be a little bit more. But man, I'm telling you, Braxton Woodson, even though they got bombed on by Notre Dame, kind of in the rain. I mean, he had a good game. He looked fast. He looked good out there. So I expect more of the same, either or. Um, if either of them play, I do expect the Navy midshipmen to be able to put up some points. So I expect this game to be like, I don't know, 40 something to 28, 27. Could go back and forth, 34, 31 type deal. The 65 and a half seems high. And then you got South Florida. So the thing is, South Florida gets up and ahead from passing the ball. It's going to be hard for Navy to catch up because I think, I mean, it's every year, right? You watch college football, you know how Navy plays. So this ain't nothing new.